Hi guys, and welcome to Ocean Love Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me, and today we are going to do yoga on this beautiful little sand island. I'm so excited, so let's get started. So just sit comfortably on your mat. Just take a moment just to be still. So you can cross your legs, sit comfortably, and just release any tension and tightness through your hips, your knees, your ankles. If you need to prop up your bum, you can sit up on a cushion or a bolster. But just take a moment just to close your eyes down and just take this time just to allow your mind and your body to be still. Just observing your breath. So just feeling how you're breathing naturally. Release any tension or tightness in your knees, hips and ankles, through your spine, all the way up through the back of the head. Relax your shoulders. Relax behind your eyes and your forehead. And then just bring the breath to in and out through the nose. Just slowly start to lengthen the breath. So as you exhale, make the breath out a little bit longer. As you inhale, start to feel the belly rise, taking the breath up into the lungs. As you feel the lungs start to feel that expansion through your rib cage, try and breathe all the way up to your collarbones. Excuse me. As you exhale, empty out the lungs, empty the belly. So just feeling that breath moving the physical body and just slowly extending the breath. Each time you inhale, start to create space. And each time you exhale, start to let go and soften. So just keeping that breath going. On your next inhale, we're going to take our arms above the head. Interlace the fingers and then just gently rotate so the thumbs are going towards the sky. Squeeze the elbows. And just think about lengthening through the side of the body. At the same time, grounding down through your sit bones. Draw your lower ribs in and just think about the length here. So really reaching your rib cage away from your hip bones, but relax the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows in. And when you're ready, we're going to exhale and take our arms down shoulder height. Spread the fingers, and we're just going to gently bend the left arm behind our back. Right hand goes to the left side of the head, and your right ear is going towards your right shoulder. So nice and gently just pressing with the hand, stretching out the left side of the neck. And on your next inhale, just gently release the arms, bring them out shoulder height again, and then bringing your right arm behind your back, left hand to the right side of your head. So same thing this side, but just check that your right shoulder blade is on your back. Nice. When you're ready, on your next inhale, release the arms, bring the arms back out to shoulder height. We're just going to take our right hand down to the sand or to the floor. Inhale your left arm up and over. So don't go too low to begin with. Just going to stretch out the side body. Inhale and come up. Exhale, left hand comes down, right arm comes up. And then gently inhale and come up. We're going to do it one more time. Maybe you can go a little deeper this time. So really push till ground down through that left sit bone and reach to the left fingertips. And then inhale and come up. And then exhale over to the left side. Keep that right shoulder nice and open, chest open. Lengthen through the right hand. And then gently inhale and come all the way up. We're going to take our left hand to our right knee. Right hand goes behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Then take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. And then gently inhale, come to center. We're just going to walk the hands forward, drop the head. So spread the fingers, tuck the chin towards the chest. As you inhale, really feel that expansion through the back body. And then as you exhale, soften your chest towards the floor. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale and then just slowly walk the hands all the way back. So from there, we're just going to roll into our hands and knees. So just bringing your wrists underneath your hips, your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Spread the fingers, press down through the hands. As you exhale, we're going to press into the hands, tuck the tailbone under, tuck your chin to your chest, and then draw your shoulder blades off of your spine or away from your spine. As you inhale, we're going to draw the shoulder blades down your back. Spread the sit bones, look forward or look up. Exhale, press into the hands, round through the spine. So really use the breath. Inhale, slowly come back through. Exhale, press into the hands. Inhale, come all the way back through. And then as you exhale, just come back to a neutral spine. So just extending out through the sit bones. From here, you're going to tuck your toes under. We're going to lift the hips up and come into downward facing dog. So spread the fingers, shoulder width distance for your hands, hip width distance for your feet. Bend the knees, draw the sit bones up to the sky. So you want to think about lengthen your spine here. All they're going to do is just bend the knees, walk the feet. So just walking out through the back of the legs. You can shake your head around here, release any tension or tightness in the neck. And then just drawing those heels towards the floor. So just finding space through the spine, drawing that energy down the back of the legs. Spread the fingers, relax the shoulders. Nice. From here, we're just going to drop back down to our knees. Drop your hips to your heels and just bring your forehead to the floor and come into child's pose. You can have your arms out in front of you or you can have your arms down by your side. So just please remember today, if you need a break at any point, please come into child's pose and take a rest and take any modifications that you need. Really listen to your body. So when you're ready, we're going to inhale and just gently come back up onto our hands and knees. So just going to do a pose that's going to help with stabilization. So just really connecting in with your core, but also engaging through your entire body. So what we're going to do is have our right leg just go back behind you, so reach out through your toes. Think about drawing your lower belly in here and then using your right glute to lift the right leg higher. So option one, you're going to stay here. Option two, if you've got your balance, we're going to reach out with our left hand. So try and lift your right leg higher and your left arm higher and look over your left fingertips. Think about being longer through the arms and the leg. Nice. Stay with your breath. Smile. And then when you're ready, you're going to gently lower that down. And then when you're ready, we're going to pick up the left leg. So option one is just staying there. Hug the left hip in, so you don't want to open up that hip too much. And just think about getting your heel higher. Spread the toes with the left foot. And then you either stay there or you can reach your right arm out. So spread the fingers on your hands and your toes and just really lengthen and reach. Draw the lower belly in. Nice. When you're ready, just slowly come down. We're going to go the other side again. So this time we're going to pick your right leg up. So option one, you stay there. Option two, you reach your arm. Option three, you're going to bend your right knee. And option 4, you're just going to grab onto that foot. So we're going to do that same kind of position, but you're going to kick your leg up and get a little bit of a stretch there. So stay with what works. Nice. When you're ready, you're going to slowly release the hand and the foot, reach it out and lower it down. Again, left side. So that is option 1. Option 2, reach your arm. Option 3, bend the knee. Option 4, grab the foot. Option 5, kick the leg. Nice. When you're ready, you're going to slowly release the hand and the foot. Reach it out and then lower it down. We can take our knees nice and wide, toes stay together, hips come down, or they can stay high depending on what you want to feel. So if you want to feel more into your shoulders, keep your hips higher, drop your head. If you want to have more of a rest pose, drop your hips down into your heels. Take a nice deep breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale and come up to center. We're just going to walk our hands to the right. So just stretching out through the left side. And then gently walk our hands back to center and then walk our hands to the left. And then come back to center, reach the arms forward, and then walk the hands back. Just bring your knees back underneath your hips, and then have your wrists underneath your shoulders, pressing back up into downward facing dog. Just take a moment here with your breath. So draw the heels towards the floor, bend the knees as much as you need. And then from there, what we're going to do is look forward towards the hands, walk the feet towards the hands. Inhale and come up to halfway. Bend the knees and then just grab the elbows, drop the head. So just take a moment just to be upside down here. You can gently shake your head around, release any tension or tightness in your neck area. Option 1 is to stay here. Option 2, you're going to take your arms behind your back, interlace the fingers and squeeze your palms together. And then when you're ready, we're going to release slowly. So release the arms down, keep the knees bent, and we're going to come all the way up to standing, reach the arms up. And then exhale, take the arms down by your side. Inhale, bring the arms up. And then exhale, take the arms down by the side. Inhale, bring your arms up. This time, exhale, we're going to fold. So bend your knees. Come all the way down so that your fingers touch the floor and come into a full forward fold. So keep your belly on your thighs as much as you need to. Bend the knees. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then inhale and just come up to halfway. So your fingertips touching the floor. Your knees are nice and bent. We're going to go into a seated pose. So all you're going to do is have your knees or your feet are together. Your belly is on your thighs at this point, and you're just going to drop your bum down so you're seated. You're going to lift your arms up, either in line with the shoulders or bring your arms all the way up. So if you've got any shoulder issues today, just keep your arms in line with the shoulders. If your shoulders are okay, take the arms up. So coming into a chair pose, Uttanasana. And just take a moment just to really feel the legs. So you want to check that you're not tucking your tailbone under. You want to stick your sit bones out and draw in your lower belly. Smile at the same time. And then when you're ready, we're going to exhale. Take your belly to your thighs, hands to the floor, full forward bend. Nice. When you're ready, inhale and just come up to halfway. We're going to step our left leg back and drop your left knee down to the floor. So just scoot your right foot forward so that it's underneath your knee at least. You can go a little bit further forward if you want to, but don't have it too far back. Beautiful. When you're ready, you're just going to allow your hips to drop forward. So if you need to support yourself with your hands, keep your fingertips or your hands just on the floor, draw your shoulder blades back. Just take a few breaths here. If you want to take your hand to the floor, then take your hand to the floor. Nice. From here, we're going to walk our right hand to the inside of the right foot. So both of the hands are on the inside. Take your right foot out to the side a little bit more if you need to. And then you can stay here. Option 1. Option 2, maybe just bend the elbows and go a little bit lower. Option 3 is take your forearms all the way to the floor. Nice, so stay with your breath. So just getting into our hips here. When you're ready, just gently press back up onto your hands. We're going to take our right arm up into the air and look to your right side. So just inhale, take the arm out. You can take your arm down and grab onto your left leg and just have a little bit of a rotation, or you can just keep your arm up. Nice. When you're ready, gently place that right hand back down. Take it to the outside of the right foot and then just walk the right foot back to center. Lifting up the left knee, we're going to step our left foot forward and inhale halfway up, and then exhale, take your right leg back. Dropping the right knee down and coming to a low lunge on this side. So allowing your hips just to drop forward. And just come up onto your fingertips to begin with and just feel your body. Check your ankle is underneath your knee at least, it's not too far back. Nice, draw your shoulder blades down your back. And then when you're ready, we're going to take our left hand to the inside of the left foot. And option 1 is to stay there. Beautiful. Option 2, you can bend your elbows and just see if your body allows you to go a little bit deeper. If it does, then option 3, you can come down onto your forearms. Nice, so just stay here with your breath as you inhale, fill up the body, and as you exhale, allow your body to release. So feel that tension or tightness or anything that's kind of feels like you're holding you back in this pose, just release and let go. Beautiful. When you're ready, on your next inhale, come back up onto your hands if you're not already. And then all we're going to do is lift up our left arm. So you're either going to just open it up, open the chest, or bring it up into the air, or you can take it behind and grab your right leg this time and just have a little bit of a rotation. Do what feels good. Nice. And when you're ready, we're going to gently bring our left arm back down. Tuck your right toes under, lift up your right knee. Take the hand to the outside of the left foot and walk your left foot back to center. From there, you're going to gently just step your right foot forward. Inhale and come up halfway, and then exhale and take your left leg back. So we're going to stay on our back toes this time, bend into that front knee. It's going to come into a high lunge position. So as you bend into your front knee, drive your right hip back. Option 1 is your hands come onto your hips. Option 2, you take your arms all the way up. So just take a moment. As you bend into that front knee, really drive that right hip back. The left hip wants to come forward. Well, it won't want to come forward, but it's what you're aiming for. So drive the right hip back. And then as you bring the left hip forward, push back through your back heel. Nice. So just stay here and breathe. From there, we're going to open up the chest. So we're going to take our arms down, shoulder height to start with, and then you're going to take your arms behind your back. So just bringing your palms into a prayer position behind your back. Nice. So drawing your shoulder blades towards each other, opening up through the chest, bend into that front knee. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, release the arms back out to your shoulders, bring the arms up. Exhale, we're going to take our hands down to the mat and we're going to step our left foot forward. Inhale, come up halfway, and then exhale, take your right leg back. So coming into that high lunge on the left side. So this time you want to drive the left hip back, a right hip forward, and then push back through your back heel. Option 1, hands on your hips. Option 2, bring your arms up, spread the fingers. Nice, so you can stay here or you can take your arms down to your shoulder height and then take your palms together behind your back, opening up through the chest. Stay with the breath. Nice, when you're ready, slowly release the arms back out in line with the shoulders, take the arms up. Exhale, break the hands back down to the floor and gently step the left foot forward. Inhale and come up halfway. Exhale, we're going to fold forward just into a nice forward bend. You can just have your hands on the floor, or you can grab behind the legs and tuck yourself all the way in if you'd like. Just bring your chin gently towards your chest. Keep your knees as bent as you need. Inhale, we're going to bend the knees and bring all body all the way up. Reach up through the fingertips. And exhale, take the hands down by your side. So from here, we're just going to come into a standing pose. So you're going to come into tree pose. What I want you to work on is just grounding down through your feet. And we'll start in mountain pose, Tadasana. And so pick up the toes off the floor and just push down through the balls of the foot and really draw the energy up through the legs. Nice. And then spread your toes back down into the earth. So think about drawing all that energy up through your feet, arms out by your side, shoulder blades on your back, and just standing as tall as possible. And smile. This is option one, okay? If you're working on balance or you're working on connecting in your muscles and being stronger in standing and just want to be more grounded, then this is awesome. Just stay here. Option two, you're going to bend your right knee and have the ankle, your right ankle, your right heel. Your right heel on your left ankle and your right toes are on the floor. So this is a baby tree pose, I guess, something like that. A little I don't know, a baby tree, you know, like Groot off that movie when he's little. This is what this is. Okay, so if you're working in your balance and you find that lifting that leg off is too much, that's all you're going to do is work on opening that hip here. So just taking that leg back gently. Okay, option 2, 3, 4 is just moving that leg, your foot, up your leg. Just avoid your knee. Okay, and bend the left knee if you feel like you're pushing all the weight back behind your knee. So you can put your right foot wherever it needs, just don't push on your knee too much. So once you've got your foot, if you're going up into a bit of a higher tree, then you're going to push your heel into the leg. So I want you to have like a squeezing action, and that will stabilize you, and then you take your right leg back. Nice. And just work on your balance. So if you feel like the left foot's not grounded, it's kind of really just bumping all over the place, that's normal. Okay, try and spread your toes and draw up through there and push your right heel into your inner thigh. Draw your shoulder blades on your back. Smile, bring your hands to your heart. And just take a moment. We're going to inhale and take our arms up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Beautiful. When you're ready, nice and slowly, just release that right leg. Bend the knees, walk the feet, and we'll do the other side. So option one is the same for the other side. If you want to just work on that baby tree, take the left knee back, opening up through the hip. Okay, that's totally fine to stay there. Otherwise, you can walk your foot up just a little bit. If that feels comfortable, you can gradually just take the foot up the leg, but just avoid your kneecap or your knee area. Crouch your right leg down. Spread the toes. So really drawing up through that right leg and push the heel into your inner thigh. And then think about the length through your spine and lifting your chest, shoulder blades on your back. And just gently bring your hands to your heart. Beautiful. If you need a gaze position, pick something that is not moving, stare at that. Once you find that you feel nice and connected into the earth and your legs are really solid, then you'll feel better about staying here. So just think about lifting your chest, opening your heart space. And when you're ready, inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, bring the arms up. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice. When you're ready, slowly release that leg. Bend the knees and walk out the feet. So you can do one more standing pose. This is a dancer's pose. So I'm going to turn this way so that you guys can see me. But just staying on your mat, we're going to ground down our left leg to start with. So same thing, work on spreading the toes. So lift up the toes to start with and then spread them down. And try and activate that left leg, so drawing the energy up here. All we're going to do is bend or pick up our right leg, and you're going to bend your knee so that you can grab your right foot with your right hand. So keeping your right knee and your left knee nice and close together. So you're going to grab the inside of your right foot. So grab the inside of the right foot, bring the knees together. Okay, from there you're going to inhale and take the left arm up. And then all you're going to do is just lean forward. So you're going to take the upper body forward and you're going to kick that right leg up as high as you can. Just move nice and slowly and think about grounding that left leg. So as you go forward, look over your left fingertips, bend the left knee. Really great instruction, demonstration. As you go forward, just think about looking over your left fingertips and kicking the left leg as high as possible. Beautiful. So just stay with that gaze over your fingertips or something that's not moving in front of you. When you're ready, just slowly release and bring your knees back together and come down. Nice. So we'll go to the other side. So grounding your left leg this time. So spread your toes. You're going to pick up your right leg, grab the inside. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm going to do the same leg. I'm going to stay this side. You're going to pick up the left leg this time. Grab the inside of your foot, knees together. Inhale, take the right arm up. So take a breath there, and then when you're ready, you're just going to slowly come forward. So you look over your right fingertips and you start to work on kicking that left leg higher and higher. Stay with your breath and smile. Nice, have fun with it. If you fall out, that's totally okay. And then slowly release. Bring the arm up. Bring your knees back together. Exhale, take the left foot down. We're going to take an inhale and bring our arms up. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. So coming down into a full forward fold. Inhale and just come up to halfway. And then exhale, we're just going to bend our knees and we're going to sit all the way down onto the floor. Nice. So just skew your butt or your butt to your heels. We're going to lie all the way down onto your mat. Nice. So just take a moment. We've got our feet hip width distance apart. And we're just going to take our knees to the right. So just collapse your knees towards the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, you're going to bring your knees back to center. And then exhale, take your knees to the left. Inhale, come back to center, and then take the knees to the right. Option 1 is stay there. Option 2, you're going to put your right foot on top of your left leg and just breathe. And then gently release that right foot. Inhale, bring your legs back up to center, your knees up to center, and then exhale, take your knees to the left. So option 1, stay there. Option 2, put the left foot on top of your right knee. Nice and gently. Beautiful. When you're ready to release the left leg out, place the left foot leg on the floor. Inhale, your knees back to center. So from there, just keep your knees flat on the ground. All we're going to do is lift our hips up. Roll your shoulders under and just interlace the fingers and squeeze the palms together as you press into your feet. So just really connecting in with the feet, spread the toes. You want to internally rotate your inner thighs so that you're activating your inner thighs. So imagine you've got like a block or a ball or something between your upper thighs and just squeeze and press into your feet. And stay here for one more breath. Nice. When you're ready, release the arms out. Just come down vertebrae by vertebrae. We're going to bring our feet together and our knees out to the side, Supta Baddha Konasana, and just take a moment just to breathe and let go. Beautiful. When you're ready, gently bring your knees back to your chest. From there, we're just going to take our legs up into the air. You're going to bring your arms to the inside of your feet, and then you grab the outside of the feet, bend the knees. So this is happy baby pose. You're going to flex your toes towards your shins, and then can gently, if your body is quite tight here, you can nice and gently rock from side to side. Otherwise, just drawing your heels, your knees towards the floor. Stay here for one more breath. When you're ready, just release the hands, bring the arms back to center, bring your knees into your chest to give yourself a little bit of a squeeze. We're going to keep our right knee here and lengthen the left leg nice and long. So you're going to squeeze your knee towards your chest. We're just going to grab underneath the right thigh, and then you're just going to straighten that right leg as much as possible. So it may be just here. You may be able to walk your hand up your calf muscle. You may be able to grab your ankle. You may be able to grab your toes. Whatever works, just work on lengthening and stretching out behind the right leg. And we're just going to take our right foot into some little circles. Hopefully you don't have sand on your feet at home and it's falling into your eyes. If you do, if you're on the beach, close your eyes, close your mouth. And then just go back the other way. So just releasing any tension or tightness through the ankle. Beautiful. When you're ready, just hug your right knee back into your chest. We're going to take our right knee to the left, so nice gentle spinal twist. So taking your knee to the left and then look to the right. So look over your right fingertips. Gently on your next inhale, just bringing your right knee back, giving your right knee a little squeeze in, and then lengthen the right leg. Hug the left knee in, and then grab underneath your left thigh, and then walk your hand up to wherever feels comfortable for you. So if it's still behind the thigh, just stay there. If you can walk it up your calf, grab your ankle, maybe your foot, and then just start to take that foot into some little circles again. And then go back the other way. Nice, and then bring your knee back to your chest. And we're going to take our left knee to the right side and look over your left fingertips. Try and keep the left shoulder down on the floor so you're not lifting up too much. And just breathe into the lower back. Breathe into your spine. As you exhale, allow your body to really let go. Get a nice stretch through the lower back. Just take one more breath there. Gently inhale and bring your left knee back in, hug your knee to your chest, and then bring your right knee in as well. From there, you're just going to gently hold onto the bum underneath your knees, or you can hold your under thighs, and we're just going to come up, back up into a seated position. So you're going to come up but have your feet far away and your knees bent. Pull your butt back, so grab the fleshy part of your butt and try and find your sit bones, so the base of your pelvis, and try and be up on there. If you can't, then you're going to just prop a pillow underneath your bum. So you're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, all you're going to do is fold forward. So if it's just to here, that's totally okay. So just breathe, exhale, let everything go. If you can work on going deeper, go deeper. If you want to feel like this is kind of relaxing and you want to relax a little bit more, you can put a bolster or a cushion and just kind of rest your upper body on it. That is a really nice way to release any tension or tightness in your back and your lower back and your upper back. Just tuck your chin to your chest and release any tightness in the head, neck and shoulders. And if you are able to, if your body allows, you can go deeper and deeper. Just really feeling each breath. So as you inhale, feel that expansion through your back body. As you exhale, allow yourself to just drop more. So just even physically, if you can't feel it, you want to just allow yourself to let go any tightness, any tension. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly make our way all the way back up. From there, you're just going to cross your ankles, roll onto your knees. So just bringing your knees back behind you. We're just going to reach out our arms. So just coming into a high hip child's pose. Just drop your head down. Beautiful. So just really getting into the chest and the shoulders. And then gently inhale and come back up. So walk your hands back. We're going to take our right knee out to the right hand, and then our left leg is straight behind you. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen here, and then we're going to exhale and fold down. So you may not get very far. You might get to this point and that's enough for you. Then just stay there. If you want to go all the way down, go all the way down. Relax the head on the floor. If you're feeling that your left knee is really high, this is the position that you're in, then you can prop up with a pillow or a block underneath your right butt cheek. What you want to do is kind of head that left hip towards the floor. And if it's all too much, just bring your heel in a little bit closer towards the midline of your body. If you want to feel more, take the foot up. Nice. So stay there wherever you are and just take a few breaths. Just allow your body to release. This is great for anybody who suffers from sciatic pain and who's got lower back issues or really, really tight hips. It's a really nice thing to do at the end of the day or the start of the day or whenever. So just take one more breath there. And then when you're ready, we're going to gently inhale and press back up onto our hands. So this is option 1, you stay there. Option 2, you're going to bend your left knee. Option 3, you're going to reach behind with the left hand and draw your heel in towards your bum. So with this, just be careful that you're not opening up that hip and then you're twisting your knee at the same time. I want you to drive the left hip towards the floor, and if you're grabbing the leg, to bringing your heel to your butt, not out to the side. And use your breath. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to slowly release that left foot. So place your hands down in front of you. So press into your hands, tuck your left toes, lift up your left knee. We're just going to take the right leg back. You can come onto your knees there. And then we're just going to bring the left leg forward. So taking your left knee out to the left, your right heel coming up, or keeping it further into the midline of your body, whatever works best for you. But remember to keep your left butt cheek not too high. Inhale and lengthen here, exhale and fold forward. When you're ready, nice and slowly press back up onto your hands. And then we're going to move through that thigh stretch, or stretching through your hip flexors, front of your body. You can stay here. This is option 1. Option 2, you're going to bend your right knee. Option 3, you reach back and grab the foot. And option 4, you're going to draw the heel towards your bum. So just remember to be gentle on yourself, and remember that both sides of the body are different. So if this side is tighter, just be kind. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly release that right foot. So release the right foot, place the right hand down, tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee, and just step the left foot back, the left knee back. Bring your feet together, drop your hips to your heels, take your knees wide, and we're just going to come into a wide-legged child's pose again. Reach the arms out, exhale, drop the chest towards the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, we're just going to walk the hands back. So you're going to keep your knees as wide as possible. We're going to bring the weight forward. So come up onto your hands, and then you're going to take the feet out wide so that your feet are parallel. Then you're going to take your knees as wide as possible. So your knees may be able to go a little wider, they may not. Just work with what works for you. If you feel that you need a bolster or a cushion or something to support underneath your chest or underneath your hips here, you can also do that. Otherwise, we're going to bring the weight forward and come down onto your forearms. So just have your knees as wide as they are comfortable. And then once you're there, you're going to gently bring the weight back. So push back into your hips. It may not take much, and then you'll feel it. So just breathe, stay here. Really utilize the breath, and as you exhale to soften, to let go. This is a really challenging pose if you've got tight hips. So it's also one of those poses that people want to come out of straight away, and usually a yoga pose that you need, that is really good for you. That first reaction is you want to come out. So if that's what's happening today, just stay with it. We're just going to be here for a few more breaths. Just really allow yourself to soften into the pose and know that this time too shall pass. We're not going to be here for very long. So just use your breath, allow yourself to let go. And that feeling of uncomfortable or that feeling of wanting to come out, just say this to yourself that you can do this. That I've got this, I'm only going to be here for a moment, and then I'm going to come out. So we're going to say one more breath. That was a long breath. When you're ready on your next inhale, all you're going to do to come out of this is bring the weight forward. So bring your hips forward, then bring your feet together, and then bring your weight back, and then walk your hands back up. Bring your knees in, and we're just going to sitting on our heels. Then just cross your ankles and come onto your bum. Nice. So we're going to bring our legs out to the side. Actually, let's start with just doing one leg. So we're going to bring one leg out to the front, our right leg. Let's bring our right leg out to the front, and then have your left foot to your inner thigh. So we're going to pull your butt back so that you're on your sit bones again, and we're going to lengthen up through your heart space. So you want to think about lifting your sternum up. Think about this space being created here. And as you come forward, if you need to keep your right knee bent, if you've got tight legs, you're going to bend your right knee. But all we're going to do is kind of hinge from your hips. If you notice that as you go forward, you tuck your tailbone under, I want you to think about lengthening and space, and then just coming forward that way. And it may mean that you're there, and that's okay. So just work on going a little bit further forward and just feeling into your body. Try not to collapse the upper body and just drive the right hip back. And then just as you go forward, you can push your left heel into your right thigh. So it's a similar position or similar muscles being used when we were in our standing tree pose. So kind of push into that inner thigh, and as you go forward, lengthening that way. So you work on stabilization as well as flexibility here. On your next inhale, just slowly come all the way back up. We're going to take our right leg out to the side this time, so keep your left leg in. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, fold forward. This time your right leg, so activate the right leg and just kind of externally rotate that right thigh, and then walk the hands forward. Keep your right knee as bent as you need. So if this is really tight, you know that your hips are tight, you know that your legs are tight, you're going to bend that right knee and walk your hands forward. Nice. And then on your next inhale, we're going to slowly come all the way back up. We're going to take our right hand to the outside of your right thigh, and we're going to inhale our left arm up. It's not your right thigh. It's your right leg. Well, it could be your thigh. We're going to inhale and exhale over. So take your left shoulder back, open up through your chest, spread through the fingertips, and just breathe into the left side of the body. This is a really beautiful stretch for opening up the left side. And our side of our body sometimes gets forgotten about. So it's really nice to stretch and open that side body. If you want to look down at the floor, you can to protect your neck, or you can look up at your left fingertips, wherever suits you. Just breathe and reach with the left hand. We're going to inhale and come all the way back up to seated. We're going to take our right hand to our left knee. Just a nice little twist here, so look over your left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale and come back to center. And then we're going to swap the legs over. So to start off with, bring your right knee, bend your right knee, push your right foot into the inner thigh of your left leg. So nice and straight to start with. And then inhale and lengthen here. So pulling the butt back, pushing your right inner thigh into that left inner thigh. Are you pushing your right heel into your left inner thigh? Bend the left knee if you need to, if you've got tightness. You're going to inhale and lengthen. So again, think about this space. You want to have space for your internal organs here. So just lifting up and lengthening. And then all you're going to do is exhale and rotate forward. So as you go forward, think about hinging forward. So you don't want to collapse into your back as you go forward. You want to think about lengthening. So your sit bones are going into the earth. So the bottom of your pelvis. And then you're just rotating forward. So that might mean you don't go very far. Okay, if you can, if your body allows and you're quite flexible, you can go all the way down, but just stay with what works for you. All right, so bend into that knee, breathe. Use your exhale, your inhale to create space, your exhale to soften, to let go. And then nice and gently when you're ready. We're going to inhale and walk the hands and come all the way back up, taking your left knee out to the side. Inhale here, exhale, fold forward. So same thing, but our leg is just out to the side. And this time you can bend your knee, but you just want to just check that your knee is not going rolling forward. So you want to externally rotate that inner thigh back. So your knee's facing the sky. Inhale here and then exhale, walk the hands just to where works for you. And then gently walk the hands back. We're going to take our left hand to the outside of the left leg, inhale the right arm up and just reach over. So keep grounding down through that right sit bone in particular. Open up through the chest and reach through right fingertips. You can look up at your right fingertips or you can look down at the floor. Just as you reach, really reach through the fingertips and ground down through the right hip. And you'll get a nice stretch down the right side of the body. We're going to inhale and then come all the way back out. And then just stay there, and we're going to take our right leg out as well. So have both legs out nice and wide. You're going to bend your knees, pull your butt back, and then we're going to sit up. To start with, we're just going to stay here. So if you need to support yourself with your hands behind your back so that you don't roll backwards, then just place your hands behind your back. Or not behind your back, to the side just a little bit, but supporting you. From there, you can just gently push yourself forward just a little bit. So you're going to sort of lean the weight forward. This is option 1. It's like you're preparing to give birth. If you've got a lot of tightness, this is going to be quite challenging for you. So just again, smile, breathe. Know that this time too shall pass and we won't be here very long. If you can go a little deep, if you can straighten the legs, and even if you can't straighten the legs, if you can hold yourself forward a little bit, I want you to just try and tilt your pelvis forward. So your tailbone's going towards the sky and your pubic bone's going towards the floor, and then gently roll back and then gently roll forward. So you're getting some movement in your pelvis. If you find that that is not possible and you're here, then that's cool. Stay there. Okay, you don't need to, but if you're finding that that's easy enough for you and you don't need the hands there to support, just start on working on opening up and going a little deeper. If that's okay, you can straighten the legs and draw the legs down. Rotate, so externally rotate your inner thighs, and then you can start to maybe kind of move a little bit even more deeper. So just getting more movement through your pelvis. If you find that that is easy and you feel that you can kind of go halfway down, if you're going to try and go all the way down, I want you to be able to bring your pubic bone to the floor first, then your belly button, then your chest, and then your head. So don't try and get to the floor and just drop your head and miss all of this. I want you to kind of really think about going down and having all of that soft part of the body goes down onto the floor first. So I did say we weren't going to be here long, but we've been here for a few breaths. On your next inhale, you're going to slowly inhale and come up. Gently come up with your hands. Take the arms back behind you and then just bring your legs together in front of you. Bend the knees as much as possible. And then you're just going to pull your butt back. So we're just going to come into a seated position with your legs out in front. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. But you want to be nice and tall, but your arms down by your side. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back and just lift up the chest here. So your sternum, imagine somebody's got like a bit of string tied onto your sternum and then just pulling it upward. That's what I want you to feel. I want you to draw your ribs in toward your spine, but lengthen. So try and get lots of space between your hip bones and your rib cage. Bend your knees as much as possible and just stay here for a moment. So this can be really challenging. It looks really easy and we're basically just sitting, but just putting yourself into a different position and allowing yourself to utilize the muscles that we should be utilizing when we are sitting to support our spine. It can be a challenge if you're not used to it. So just draw your shoulder blades down your back, soften your chin towards your chest, lengthen through the back of the head. Nice. When you're ready, we're going to bring our feet together, take our knees out wide, keep your spine exactly how it is. We're going to exhale and fold forward one more time. So this time you can collapse forward. Well, not collapse so much, but just go forward and soften. So don't think about anything really, just go forward, drop your head to the floor or to a bolster or to a mat, or support yourself with your hands and just go forward. So really breathing into the back of the body and letting go of any tightness or tension all the way through your vertebrae. And then when you're ready, nice and slowly, we're going to come all the way back out. And just come into a comfortable seated position. So there is an option, you can lie down flat on your back and come into Shavasana, dead body pose or dead corpse pose, and just relax here. If you've got the time, just stay there for the next 10-15 minutes and just be still. Otherwise, you can come to a seated position, just cross your ankles. And your next inhale, just going to take your arms above your head. Bring your palms together and exhale, just bring your hands to your heart space. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.